In this session, we're going to focus in two issues that we could find in our model. The first one is the names. We have, in this case, a space name GF2AA, but we'd love to be named as service room. The other one is that we have duplicated space because as we created by level, this space, for example, is actually the same one, is the stairs. So we like to merge these two spaces in just one. Well, let's going to start with the names of our spaces. As I mentioned, this is named GF2AA. So we're going to start with our notebook. Import Open Studio. And for this session and the next one, we're going to use a nickname as up PNS. Now let's go to load our model. We're going to type OSM is equal to OPNS dot model dot model dot load. We're going to load model dot OSM dot get. All right. Now we could start name by name, changing each one of our spaces names, but it's going to be tedious. So we're going to create a dictionary. We're going to say space names is equal, and the dictionary will going to have as key, and the dictionary will the all name, for example, GF2AA, that is actually service room. And we could keep with the next one. For example, this is named GF2AB and are the stairs. So GF2AB and stairs, and so on, until we have named all our spaces. Now we only need a method to rename all our space. So we're going to create chain space names. We're gonna need the model, that is OpenStudio dot OpenStudio model core, model, and the space names that are dictionaries. Now for all name as K, a new name as value, we're gonna call it with space names items. We're gonna say that a space is equal as model dot get a space by name, the all name dot get. Now we have called our space with the respective all name. How are we going to rename? Well, you could rename as new name just using a space dot set name, new name, and that's all. But as you could realize, our surface are named with this keyword, and it's going to be confused to know where is this surface. If we change our space name, we have to change all our surface too, but we don't want to do that. I prefer to keep the old name but add the new name next to it. So I prefer to say that is equal to all name, keep it, but my new name. All right, now we have our function. Let's go to use it. We're going to state chain space names OSM, that is our OpenStudio model, and space names, that is our dictionary. And let's going to find out is our space were changed. Let's going to call it by using space equals osm.get spaces. Now, for each space in my spaces, let's going to print the space name, space.name. And that's all. You could realize that all the names were changed. All except one, the UF2A6. Because these are the stairs in the second floor, we would like to merge this space with this one. Well, one of the benefits that using the nickname with our space name is that we could have repeated space. So for example, if I would like to rename this space as this one, we could use space one is equal as osm dot get space by name. We're gonna find out the uf2a6 dot get, and let's going to rename as my space of the first level. This is going to be space one slash set name. So we're going to call again our spaces, and you could notice that instead of naming it exactly as stairs, he add a number. OpenStudio won't allow that you have the same space name in our spaces, so it's going to be useful to use this prefix. Also because it says which is the floor where this space is. So definitely we could not merge these spaces. We need to remove the space of the second floor and extrude the space of our first floor to reach the roof of our building. So to remove a space, we could use space one dot remove. And be careful, because once you have removed the space, you could not use this object anymore. It was destroyed. So if you use a command that uses space one, it's going to collapse our kernel of our notebook. Now let's going to check again our spaces, and you could notice that the space of the second floor of the stairs has disappeared.